A beautiful Saturday afternoon in Colorado as the Avs return home to the friendly confines of Pepsi Center to take on Jonathan Quick and the LA Kings. A look at the Avs as they take the ice for pregame warmups. Very happy to get some home cooking and sleep in their own beds. And there they are, the LA Kings, back here for the second time in just a couple of weeks.
Back to Wilson to the point. It's Compher with a long wrist shot, blockered away by Quick. Another shot and a save by Quick, and it went through him. Soderberg with a wraparound try, and that's stuffed away.
Do not expect to see your typical goaltender. Watch him. He's way over there, and now he's able to get back on the far side.
Jonathan Quick just made. Here's Kopitar now. Up to the point, long shot, Doughty deflected, save, rebound, poked away into the slot. Shot by Kopitar is wide. Avs do a good job to force the turnover. Down low, Calvert finds a man, and Andrew Ghetto partially fanned on it.
Just a quick turnover, and Calvert, who may have touched the watch Muzzin's stick.
He'll whip it back in. Quick could not get a piece. Behind the net, Matt Calvert trying to get away from Carter. Out front, Quick knocks that puck away. It rolls to the low slot. Worked incredibly hard. Avs with the draw again. Key, far side, Kerfoot. Tip to the side of the cage. Quick can't find it. Rebound. Quick is down. Puck is loose, and it flings into the corner. Oh, Jonathan Quick again.
You sometimes don't know how he does it. It's remarkable.
Fed ahead for Soderberg. Cuts through. He's stripped. Picked up by Barry, pitching in. Sends it out front. Score! Great play by Barry. He finds who else but Carl Soderberg. And the Avs have taken a 1-0 lead as Quick was flipping and flopping, but that one squirts underneath him. And we talked about it before. Soderberg came to play at home. Downstairs, saw the equipment. Quick shot there by Rantanen. And saw the equipment, everything stacked up and ready to go. And they don't mess around. Out in front, kicked away by Quick, or it might have gone off McKinnon and hit Quick's upper body. Set down in front, and Quick's got it in his glove. Squirts to the far side. Copper can't get there to the point. It's down. Looks and shoots. And where is it? It was underneath Varlamov when we got a whistle. Brought back in by Bourque down the wing. Centering pass, and Zadorov stick explodes. Here come the Kings. It could be a 2-on-1. Hagelin and Toffoli are in. Toffoli works it in with his shot. Save Varlamov, and it goes up into the netting. Time winding down, period number 1. Scooped ahead by Soderberg. Has Comfort down low with his shot. Saved by Quick, and he'll hold on.
He chipped the puck past the defenseman and then muscles, dives, and gets the puck to Compher. It was just rolling a little bit.
Back up top for Barry. The top unit is set up. Back to Rantanen. Finds Barry at the point. Now Landeskog back to Barry, looking to McKinnon into the slot. Landeskog with his shot. Score! Oh, mighty Odin, the Viking has spoken.
Great pass by Barry on the forehand across to McKinnon, but McKinnon's little backhand pass to Landeskog was perfect.
Sven just inside the line, turns and shoots down low. Matt Calvert finds Kerfoot. Up top, it's Barry. Walks, holds, looks, and shoots. Score! Tyson Barry fires it past the glove hand of Jonathan Quick.
What I love about Tyson Barry in this situation, he walks through head up, head up, head up. Remarkably, he had 11 shots blocked last game. The LA Kings struggled to score.
Brought back in, given off for Carter. He'll work it behind the net. Wraparound try, save. Varlamov. Walker, no icing here, and Zadorov there for the Avs. His outlet pass broken up. Quick shot, save Varlamov. Rebound. Puck up top, controlled by Barry. Landeskog was down there, but it went off Doughty's leg. Back to McKinnon. Rink wide. Here's Rantanen. Holding, looking, and shooting, and scoring! Mikko Rantanen, it's a power play goal.
Gets the puck once. He's looking once. He looked off 3 different options. He went top shelf to Barry. He went across, and then he went down low like a pass. I was taken away. Then he just, that's like, Rantanen is your classic pass first guy. But they want to stop. They want to start to really, 1, be more disciplined, but 2, do a better job.
Puck is out of the zone. Calvert in a foot race. He may get around Muzzin. Down the slot. Calvert with a backhand shot. Save, rebound, score!
He comes through right there. and drives, picks it up, and this is what you need.
And Jonathan Quick is out of his crease.
And this is a good call by the LA coaching staff. Quick's had enough. Everything's going. The Avalanche are flying right now.
Swept up ahead now for Nieto. Trying to get the red line as the Avs top line is trying to come out. Rantanen with a steal. Rantanen backhand shot. He scores!
And then all of a sudden, this long stick comes out, lifts the stick, he takes it, and just makes a perfect play.
Avs scooping up the boards. Comfort gives it off for Soderberg through center ice. Lead pass, it's Wilson breaking in. Holds, looks and shoots. Score! Colin Wilson! The Avs have scored 6 times in period number 2, and they've taken a 7-0 lead.
I got a governor on my car. It doesn't go over 65 miles an hour. I have never had a speeding ticket.
Downey with a wrist shot. Save, rebound, save, Varlamov, rebound. Kept out of the net, score. Pete, if you look at it, Thorburn came in. It's like he almost toe dragged it with his skate and then booted it in. Take another look at it to the far side of the crease. Watch it from the, the overhead. It's a really good look at it. Well, again, because we've been in the situation, I think that's an industry term.
The puck got kicked into the net. Therefore, we got no goal.
You called it, Mosh.
Trying to get away. Muzzin steers it off. Kipping. Wrist shot deflected over the top. Varley at the post made a nice save. High slot. Muzzin near side, and he couldn't. Back to Kopitar. Downey working towards the slot. Comes up top now for Carter. I'm sorry, that was Kovalchuk. He gets it one-timer, scored. Short side.
And Kovalchuk, it has not been the kind of season. What's that? His 9th goal of the season.
Could be wide open. Here comes Toffoli with a drop pass for Leipzig that missed. Forward's turnaround shot blocked out of the zone. Soderberg may have a breakaway opportunity. Here comes big old Carlin. Shoots, and a save by Campbell. Or he shot it wide. Couldn't really tell. Center pass shot wide of the net by Nieto.
With the good speed, and then he just got hooked on the second one right there.
Crowd urging them to shoot. Comes DeCole, walks in, sends it out in front. Drives, trying to go through his legs. Campbell made the save. And out of the box comes Forward. Oh, it's Sheldon Dries. He tried it. It would have been beautiful.
And you don't want anybody having a pot shot or something happening. You've already lost 2 keys.
Wrap around try, saved by Campbell. Another try, saved by Campbell. And he'll jump on top of the loose puck. Lobbed up and out, and that's going to do it. Ten Avalanche players with at least 1 point in today's game, and Gabe Landeskog, his 8th game winner this season, the 25th of his career.
And for the Colorado Avalanche, 15 of the 17 players that skated, not counting Johnson, who was injured and only playing 2 minutes, were a plus.